Well, hello friends. If you are indeed joining, thank you very much. I do appreciate it because, of course, yesterday was something of a disaster. And after doing quite a lot of digging relatively late into the night last night, I think it boils down to how I was capturing the displays for 3 screens and OBS was then tanking. So I've done a little bit of tweaking, as you may have seen from the delay, to at least try and get something that works. If it does all go down the FPS toilet again, I will apologise and boot myself off, just because I'd rather have an enjoyable experience and try and get the stream working another way. But so far, touch wood, the frame rate impact is negligible and seems to be tracking very closely to the CPU limit. So there might be a little bit of additional load, but it certainly appears to be manageable at the moment. So without further ado, I'm going to start getting the aeroplane ready. You probably can't see the ground services menu there, but the APU battery connection in the back is not connected. The wings look free from ice, which is great. So open up the door. No lag is wonderful. Connect the main battery. Oh, there's a bit of VATSIM flying going on. Interesting. There was something nearby adding quite a bit of noise a moment ago. Take these chocks out, we'll leave the nose chock in for the time being. At least we can see what we're doing. So the switch is down. I'm going to leave that panel open. Move all the pins. And of course, check the aeroplane out as we would in reality. So the baggage door we could open. Back there, the aft equipment bay is where the APU battery is. I don't have chat open at the moment, so I'm going to go on and have a look once I get the aeroplane set up and ready for us to go. Of course, you don't have to do this, but looking after a £1 million jet. Like to put the effort in. I'm sure the crew vacuum / hoover the interior, clean up, keep everything shipshape. So the batteries are both on. That's the fueler turning up and then lighting up everything. Thanks Explain Lighting. Lamp test, that works. Nothing else is going to come on at the moment. You can at least sit in the seat. Of course, in reality, you're going to check all the circuit breakers, and they do have a white collar. If I just pull one, you can see there that not reflective, but it's a visible collar, so they are easy to see. You've got your emergency equipment down here, axe, fire extinguisher. If that's halon, that needs to come out in Europe, despite being one of the better fire extinguishing agents. So get the stream running on my iPad so I can see it, if indeed anybody is watching. Two watching, and as I log in with the iPad, hopefully that will go up to 3. So if you are, please say hi. And with the frame rate dipping around about 40, 37 to 40, I'm a little bit more confident this evening. So hopefully I won't be booting off. I'll be able to pay a little bit more attention. Relatively short flight. I haven't looked at the OFP yet, but Austria should be staffed up until 21:30.
All right, Captain. Your truck is hooked up. Just let me know how much fuel you need. Or would you like to go tanks full today?
Wonderful. Well, this guy is well ahead of his game, so I need 6 That's almost £6,400, but he's going to have to wait. Airplane flight pipes checked, circuit breakers checked, emergency equipment we'll assume is all good. Hydraulic pumps, let's check those. 1, 2, 3, 4 off. Down here in this bit we have nose steering. That's important to make sure that is off so the wheel doesn't swing round and damage or hurt anybody. Landing gear lever is down in the sim. It's down on my hardware. Flap is up, you see that, and that matches outside. I don't have a lever for that. Flight spoiler is, there you go, operable and stowed. ADG manual release down on the bottom right is also stowed. Go up to the top here, battery master comes on. I'm looking for 22 volts minimum, which we have. And then the FireX monitors, so
nose door.
Expect the nose door left, right,
Nose
squib
door.
1 and 2 checked.
Nose door.
Cancel that warning. APU squib 1 and 2, okay. I'm going to box the CAS for this. So we'll do a quick fail check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Caution. You can't see that because I haven't displayed it yet. So let's see if that works, shall we? MFD there. Position that onto the screen. Hopefully you can see that. And you'll see no little bit of an FPS impact. Currently GPU limited and a tiny less than 1 FPS, which is manageable. So we just did the fail check. We'll do the warning. Jet pipe overheat.
Jet pipe
Yes.
overheat.
1, 2, 3, 4 left and right. APU
Jet
fire.
pipe
3
overheat.
red, 3 green.
Jet pipe overheat.
Checked. So nav lights, I always leave those on so that as soon as the aircraft's powered, lights come on and people know it is powered and we're in a position to start the APU. Before we do that, let's work out how much fuel we need. So we need 6,376 pounds. That's, I think, 4,000 pounds overhead, so we've got additional fuel for that, and that will give us 37 minutes, which is enough, I think, for a VATSIM event. It should be enough, but why don't we call it a nice round 7,000 pounds? Just in case, because I'm sure you guys know how VATSIM events can go. We've got 3570, see the fuel is fluctuating about, so while it's doing that, let's pop this panel on. Make everything lights up. So I think it might stop around. No, the gauges are still doing their thing. The fueler is very patient. Have I got anything else to do while I'm waiting? So yes, I have, because Pegasus isn't running, so that's running now. Volanta is running now. Xpilot I have, and currently that's all we need. So the fuel's still going up. I think I did write down what I had last night. 3620 is what I had when it stabilised, so I'm going to use that. So 7,000 subtract 3620 is going to give us in pounds what we need. We are, of course, in Europe. So we need another 3,380 pounds. So 2.2 pounds per kilo, so that's a division. 205 gives us 1,533 kilos. And we've got up there, you can just about see it on your screen, I think. How much fuel do you need? The specific gravity is 0.82. So we divide that again by 0.82. And that gives us 1870, which is litres. So we have 1880. There we go.
All right.
That's the
I'm gonna
request.
go start up the pump.
G-loaded camera I've forgotten how to turn that down. I didn't actually look. So if it gets bumpy, I might turn it off just because it's a little bit overdone. I think it's good on the ground to get an idea of speed and braking, etc. So this guy is going to turn the pump on. Quick test to make sure they all work, and then we'll turn the centers off to fill the wings first. If we were going more than wings full, we can just leave them open and the fuel computer will figure it out, because it's smart like that. So, I'm going to start the APU because we need some AC power to the aircraft. It will be 1903 when we do that. Power fuel, we've done the fire checks. Did the APU start there? Yes it did. I wasn't sure I held it down for 50 FPS. This is more like the number I want to see. I'm not obsessing about it, but obviously last night it was very, what do I want to say, it was very unstable and miserable. So we'll wait for the APU to start up. But it seemed, oh, I thought it was a little bit busier here. So there is the APU running. Now in reality, I think it's left a little bit longer just to stabilize, but we don't have to worry about that. So APU jack, come on. So DC, you can see the TRUs are all running, the bus ties are all sensible, and the batteries are charging because the draw on them is negligible and they're getting 26 volts. AC, there you go, you can see voltage, frequency is all good, and the buses are lit. Apart from, of course, the utility bus, which is shed, obviously.
Flight compartment checklist. AC and DC electrics.
Checked.
Nav lights, logo light.
Got the logo light on, but that won't come on just yet, I don't think.
Cockpit lights.
So I'm pretty happy with those. They're a little bit bright, but we'll figure that out as we go along. What I can do is get the PFD, make sure that that runs. So we're doing 34, 33. That on. No real difference in FPS, which is great. There we go, got the overlay at the top. Hopefully that works and you can see it.
Lamp test.
Lamp test is down here, everything lights, right hand side. Oh, checked.
Duct monitor.
So, probably easier to do it from this position. Bleed air duct, yes. Duct test okay, yes.
Bleed
4 red switch
air
lights.
duct.
A, okay. B, okay.
FMS database status.
Yes, I know, I just did that. Press it again, shall I? No, push the wrong one. 21st of January, so expires tonight. So in reality, you would have these updates, they'd be released already.
Fueling is complete, Captain. Do you need anything else?
No, sounds good. He's definitely given us almost £7,000, so I'm happy.
Okay, just one quick signature on here, and I'll be on my way.
So what's he actually given us? He's given us 1879.8 litres at 134 a litre. So that's 2,519.10. Glad I'm not paying. There you go, squiggle.
Here's a copy for your records. Have a nice day.
So before I forget, we'll go around here and turn those off. So as I was saying, you'd get the AirRack nav data update early, with the intention that you install it so that it's effective tomorrow. So in reality, this will already have been released. Those in the flight sim world only get it on the day, and I'm not even convinced that it's released at midnight. But I've never checked. I'm probably not going to check tonight either.
FMS flight plan uplink, ATIS.
So, recall the flight plan. And that is the fin number. The fin number, sorry, on SimBrief is, as I've said, 6184, just to keep it easy. And ATIS, let's have a look, see if we can get the real ATIS for here. As you can see, it knows where we are, it knows that we're leaving, so I'll send that, but I'll also queue up the weather in case we don't have any service. So Echo Delta to Bravo, and we are going to Vienna, where I think we have been before. And our alternate is München. So we'll get those as well, in case there is no ATIS. I think there is cover here on the ground, so there should be. We can get it via audio as well.
Anti-skid.
Anti-skidded test, you just push and hold that down, you can see that check there.
Nose door.
So, the nose door, we know the switch is down, but still, have a quick check to make sure nobody's about.
Hydraulic 3A pump.
On. Never check for a hydraulic leak with your finger. Slice it clean off when you look at that. 3000 psi is what we're looking for.
Brake pressure.
Inboard brakes, 3000 psi. Yes.
Parking brake.
Set.
Nose door.
So I'll go outside and close that and take the chock out. You don't really appreciate it, but when you look at the detail just on this model, it's pretty impressive.
Hydraulic panel and pumps.
So on, all the electric pumps are on, sensible hydraulic quantities and temperatures. They all end up with 3000 psi. And the low caution, we would expect turning the pumps off.
Electric panel.
Wow, 6 watching, so thanks for joining. I can't see anything in chat, so if you have said anything, I do apologise. Sorry about the mic feedback as well. So Gen 1, Gen 2 are off.
AC DC utility switch.
Is out and on. Logo's on and the boarding lights are on.
Start ignition panel.
All out. Yep. Difficult to tell with the switch lights, of course, but in reality you can feel them or see them a little bit better.
Fuel panel.
So clockwise, 2 greens, 2 whites. Greens stay on. I know I do that quick. You can go through the checks, but that's what you're looking for.
APU LCV.
On.
10th stage isolation valve.
Open. Maybe they're both open. What does it say? It does indeed say open, so I'll stop saying on.
Packs.
Both on.
Air conditioning panel.
Normal temperatures set. The cabin temperature, the transfers to the cabin. RAM air is out, extinguished, guarded.
Pressurization panel.
So man rate man out centered. Man rate is all the way fully clockwise. Rescon is in and enunciated on both. Manual on here, and if you look down on the on the MFD, you'll see man next to out. Turn it off Fault line, both of those clear. Emergency depressions out, extinguished and guarded. And we need to have a look at Vienna 1010, which is about what we've got here. .298. It's just that line there. And I don't have the charts up yet, of course, because that would be far too organised. So let's have a look at the airfield elevation in Vienna. And of course this is the point where Navigraph decides not to load. So around 500 feet. Well, that's interesting. So the AI overview from Google says around 500 feet. The Wikipedia elevation is 600 feet. That's a little bit different. Doesn't really matter for the purposes of this gauge, but there we go, there's about 600. Oh, now Navigraph decides to load. I think that's good enough, it's within the bounds of error. So, elevation is set, pressure is set, and the selector is aligned with the mark. Emergency out, extinguished, guarded.
Bleed air panel.
All out and off. All on.
Supplemental ground wing anti-ice panel switch.
This down here is out.
Cal anti-ice switches.
So, we push both of those in. And we check that there's no caution. Put them out.
Anti-ice panel.
So what are we looking for here? Wing switches off. The left and right heats are extinguished. The cowl are out and extinguished. All the way down, push test. 1, 2, 3, 4. Window heats okay. You put them back to reset. The caution comes back on. Go to ice detect. And then wing overheat.
Wing overheat.
Caution.
Wing overheat.
And the anti-ice test okay advisory.
Wing overheat.
Emergency lights.
You can just see them there, but they are currently caution. They are currently, caution on. As off. Put them on. Get an info. Status message. And we bump to arm. And nothing.
Passenger signs.
Pop those on.
ELT.
Is here and armed.
Glare shield panel.
Have a look. Nothing there to worry about for the moment.
Crew and passenger oxygen.
So we have 1810 on the gauge. Works this side. Works this side.
DCU warning panel.
Is here, our extinguished, guarded.
CBR.
Push, hold, wait for the green light. There it is.
Audio panels.
So, we'll talk about how we set that one up. So you know what, I'm going to skip that because we'll come back and set those up when we're a little bit more ready and I have an idea of who's online.
SPS system.
So stall protection this side is on. Stall protection this side is on. Go to the flight control page. Stab trim 1 goes in. Go all the way down. Stab disconnect. Got the flight control synoptic shown. We are going to then push the SPS test. ignition A and B, stall fail, ignition A and B, stall, pushes forwards, G switch, juices, the AP disconnects the pusher, and it returns. Cancel that, everything stops.
Integrated standby instrument.
That's him down here. Looks fine, we're going to set the altimeter in a moment.
Clock.
Is flight time 0 and set UTC. About 10 seconds out compared to my watch.
EFIS, ICAS.
As you can see here, look fine and sensible.
Main landing gear bay overheat.
I'll check the fail first. Then the warning.
Viewer bay overheat.
The caution with the
Viewer
warning.
bay overheat.
TOS warning switches.
Those are those down here. Extinguished guarded. Test.
Glide slope. Pull up. Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear. Terrain, terrain, pull up.
That's that test complete.
Pitch and roll disconnects.
Both here you see that they are in.
Ground spoilers.
Are set to auto.
Thrust reversers.
Emergencies are out. And they're armed.
Thrust levers.
Left full free cutoff, right full free and cutoff.
Engine speed switches.
Both on.
Engine vibration check.
There you go, vibe 3.5 and stop.
Oral warning. Smoke detector.
So we're listening out for smoke and toilet baggage bay, yes.
Smoke.
Trims, mock trim.
So currently we have no trim on, so stab trim, Mac trim, get stab 2 in op, yes. Check from both sides. So when I sit in this seat, the trim then also works on this side, which is handy. Though I do have the trim disconnect mapped to the captain side, so I have to manually push this button. Stab trim, Mac trim, we have. From this side we will then go to 1, correction 2 and 1, and we get stab 1 in op. Sit this side, check the same. And disconnect. So we're going to push stab 1 and 2 in. There is no stab trim caution and there's no 1 or 2 channel messages. We're going to push the Mac trim in. That caution disappears. Relatively light, so we'll just set 6 units for takeoff. I'm not going to check the other 2.
Yacht ampers.
Both on.
Reversionary inhibit switches.
Down here, out, and
IRS.
there you go. All set to nav.
CPDLC.
So, do we have any CPDLC? We have ground and tower on. Why do I not have those? So south tower, so I don't have that. And ground 21855. It might be listed in the ATIS. It is not. 06 left and right are in use, that's fine. And EDDB for CPDLC. So let's try that, shall we? So we do need to get the ATIS first. Why don't we see if we can get it from down here? Let's have a look at the ATIS. So it is Information Hotel. It's 1850 Zulu. 06 left and right. Frequency, it's 0805 knots. Cav OK. -4 outside, which tallies. And -7 with 006. Weather has changed slightly from yesterday, right? So we've at least got that. So we are 800 Delta tonight. You're going to Vienna. ATIS Hotel, I think that must have got it. Put that there. That one there. ATIS Hotel, it must have got that from the data, which is useful. Now, are we on a gate? We're not on a gate, but we are on an apron. So, just have a look at the chart. We were sent to not that apron. I think it was apron 4. I wonder if I can fit that in. Send that and see what happens. So CPDLC we haven't actually done, and I don't think we're going to need it for the upper.
TCAS.
TCAS system test OK.
That's handy. Does it have the correct flight ident? No, it doesn't. So 800 Delta is us. Wonder if we did actually get a message. Still quite cool. TCAS checked.
ATIS and clearance.
We have not got our clearance yet.
FMS flight plan, wind update, perf.
Right, so we can do that. So, yes, yes, yes. 06 left, we're not going to confirm yet, but we are going to LUROS. Like 725 HDO direct to EVIKU BITSI, and then MIKOV. MIKOV 8 whiskey. So we're happy with that. Of course the dep arrive may change. Wind update and perf. And perf wise, what do we have? We said it was -4 outside. Put the 91 in now, although I know we just, it's one less thing to type in a bit later. There's a fair few people watching, I think. I still can't see anything in chat, so big apologies if you've said anything and I can't see it. That did happen the other night. I am also bribing you to subscribe if you want to be in the chat, because I am happy to take any questions, if I can answer them. We are going to have 2 passengers, but 1 flight attendant, so we'll add 3 in there. And they're going to come with... I don't know. Let's call it 150 in bags. The alternate cruise is flight level 300. Our cruise is only 290. The end of the a little bit low. It is a Eurocontrol validated route. And our fuel reserves are not 2000. Our fin res is 1000, just to give us a nice early morning. Departure is scheduled for then. And clearly I did not clear out the fuel. There it is, 69, happy. We need. So let's have a look at the message. Just terminal with it, not departure clearance. Happy with that. Don't need those. Did that fail? I'll send it again, may have missed it. So, flight plan, wind update, perf done. We do need to double check the clearance.
Takeoff data.
I'm going to wait on that.
Avionics and charts.
Wait on that too.
Flight instruments.
So those we can do. Well, that isn't helpful. Okay, so ground is 121855.
Lufthansa 6 Alpha Mike, you can...
Tower is 118805.
Waiting tower, Schimnamt, Alpine 904 for Tango, ILS 06 right. Alpine 904 Alpha Tango, Berlin Tower, moin.
And then I'm not sure who we're going to speak to after that.
06 right, clear to land, Alpine 904 for Tango.
Dot 730, confirm Echo, Victor 1, hold shot of Bravo.
Echo, Victor, and also of Alpha.
Lot 73.
So I don't want to hear anybody just at the moment. They're not going to give me a clearance then. Particularly helpful. So regardless, having a look at the departure runways, we can at least set those up because that's not, that heading's not going to change. It's 064 on each of them. Let's have a listen. See if we can get our clearance. So hotel, we're on 8 from 4. Berlin Apron, good evening. Fraction 800 Delta.
A second.
Fraction 800 Delta for departure clearance.
PDC contact tower 120.030.
Tower negative, fraction 800 Delta, Challenger 650, apron 4, information hotel, request departure clearance to Vienna.
Sorry, I sent it you your PDC, but we can do it via voice. So fraction 800 Delta, information hotel, startup approved, cleared Vienna, LUROS for Bravo departure, flight plan route, climb bar sit, altitude 5,000 feet and squawk 1000.
Apologies, it wasn't received. I just kept getting the standby message. So, fraction 800 Delta. Startup is approved with information hotel. It's the LUROS 4B departure. Initial climb altitude 5,000 feet, squawk 1,000. Fraction 800 Delta.
Fraction 800 Delta, read back correct.
Great, well, that's a shame.
Hello, Captain. It's Jenny from Hot Start Flight Support. Your passengers have arrived. Shall I have them brought to the plane?
Yes, please.
Understood. They'll be there in a couple of minutes. Anything else?
No, all good, thanks, Jenny.
Always a pleasure. Take care.
So, our departure, LUROS 4 Bravo, so that will be 06 left, which is helpful that they're not shared. We'll step through that. The initial climb is 5,000. Squawk is set.
Lord 730, you were supposed to be taxi via Victor 1, contact now tower 118.805, ciao.
Got that tuned. So 600, 068 above 3, above 53.
730, negative hold position and
070, all max 250, so we'll bug 200.
Hold position and contact tower. Goodbye.
And with that set we can.
193, request taxi.
So M1TO, non-nav departure alarm nav. Sensible layout for the aeroplane. 272, we are heading about west. Matches with the compass. So let's zoom out just a little bit, see what's going on. FMS1, 600 is the first point, which is climb on track and then direct. What we don't have, because I've skipped that, is any V speeds. So let's pop those in. 06 left, yes. Massive runway. 1006, yes. -4. And the weather was 080. 5. I've got headwind. Very calm. I'll take off the field length. It's 3,000 feet out of the almost 12,000 feet. 606 feet per minute. There is no climb restriction, no minimum climb gradient. So we can send those through. And back through on that check.
Hello, Captain.
V
Hope you are
speed
doing
set
well today.
200. Yes, I am, boss. Thanks
Great.
very much.
There's nobody else coming along today. So as far as we're concerned, we're all good to go.
Great, so N1TO, LNAV, out select, 5,000 selected, sensible aircraft, sensible elevation, 1006 set, VSI 0, M1TO 87 point.
Departure briefing.
We'll do that in a moment. Let's get the door shut to stop any drafts. And then we are also good to start and good to go. Have a glass of champagne while we finish the last bit of prep. So, departure briefing, we are going to be 06 left, so we're going to expect to come out the apron, do a left-hand turn. Are there any intersections available? They are high-speed exits. We could definitely go from... So, are these listed? So, we need 3,000 to 412 feet, so we can go any of the intersections, so even from Kilo 3, Kilo 2, Kilo 3 is kind of just opposite us. I think Lima 6 might be a no entry. But effectively, if we are given Lima 6, that's opposite Kilo 3. We can take that. I think, though, we will be given a taxi all the way down to the end, so Lima 1 or Lima 2. But we can actually go straight ahead, slight left, and we could depart from the last third of the runway. It's then going to be 600, then to 068, and then following the departure. After that's a right turn, so we won't turn the seatbelts off until we get to DB 070. The MSA is 2,400, and our initial climb is set.
Emergency procedures.
Not going to happen this flight.
Pins, covers, chocks.
All out.
Cabin lights, water heaters, master seat. Flight compartment checklist complete. Audio panels.
I have set tower is on COM 1, we're on COM 2 with ground. You can set emergency on COM 2 standby.
ATIS and clearance.
We have.
Takeoff data.
We've done.
Avionics and charts.
Checked setup.
Engine start checklist next.
We have been cleared to start. So I am going to the transponder on.
Engine start checklist. Doors. Closed. Parking brake and pressure. Checked and set. Fuel quantity and balance.
It's 200 pounds within, we will sort it out.
Beacon. On. Fuel boost pumps. On. Ignition.
Gonna go A, we did
Armed.
Bravo yesterday.
Engine 2 start.
So we'll ask for clearance to start number 2 from the ground crew. Thumbs up. Start engine number 2. Light on. So N2 turning, oil pressure we have 20%. Yes, less than 120, N1's turning, fuel on, fuel flow increases, ITT's increasing, oil pressure increasing.
Fuel system.
So right's running, we're looking for left low. So left and right pump, caution.
2 to 3, you can take gate correction stand delta.
Left low pressure checked.
Alpha on your left.
Engine 1 start.
Roger, stand delta 13 alpha on my left.
Clear to start engine number 1. Starting engine number 1. Button in, light on. So oil pressure N2 20%. Check less than 120, yes. N1's turning, fuel on, fuel flow increases, ITT increasing, oil pressure increasing. As always, if you are watching, do say hi. It's not the longest flight.
Engine start checklist complete. After start checklist next. After start checklist. Generator 1 and 2. On. Checked AC and DC.
Let's
Ignition.
just check those. All of those are on.
Disarm. Pass. On.
Lufthansa 6 Alpha Mike here, roger.
Open. Cowl anti-ice. On. Check 45 seconds. Flight controls.
So forward, left, or left, or right. Left rudder or right rudder.
Ground spoilers.
Lufthansa 6 Alpha Mike, swing over
So
Victor 1.
see go down here, we're in auto, they're not deployed. Disarm, not deployed. On, correction. Armed, and they are up. Back to auto, they stow.
Flight spoilers.
All up, outboards to half, all stowed.
Cowl anti-ice.
On.
Supplemental ground wing anti-ice. Test on. Fuel balance.
Sort that out while we're here.
Trims.
1, 2, 3, set for takeoff.
No steer.
So there are no chocks in.
Armed. APR.
1, test OK. 2, test OK.
ADG unit.
Get that down here, light on, and off.
Supplemental ground wing anti-ice.
Lufthansa 6 Mike Mike, swing over Victor 1 taxi via Victor 1, hold short of Bravo.
Swing over Victor 1, taxi Victor 1, hold short Bravo.
You'll just be able to see... No, you can't because the overlay's in the way, but I'm just waiting to watch that.
Bye-bye, Lufthansa 6 Alpha Mike, taxi to the
There we go.
racing pad 15 via Bravo and
Cal
Papa.
anti-ice.
Taxiing to the icing pad, Bravo 15 via Bravo and Papa 2
Off.
Lufthansa 6
Wing
Alpha Mike.
anti-ice. Norm. 14-stage isolation valve.
So we check it opens, it does. Close it, it does.
Wing anti-ice.
It's cold out, so that might take a few moments. Let's check the ATIS. India, none of those have changed. Wind has changed a little bit, but nothing to worry about. The QNH is still the same. Left and right heats, yes. Yellow N2, yes.
2 6 Romeo.
Checked. Off. ATS. N1 TO. ATC TCAS. TARA. After start checklist complete. Taxi checklist next.
Austrian 2 6 Romeo, push back approved, facing north. Lufthansa 6 Mike Mike, contact tower on 118.805, ciao.
Set on COM 1.
Ebenso.
Apron, hello again. Fraction 800 Delta, apron 4 request taxi.
Fraction 800 Delta, standby. Fraction 800 Delta, contact tower on 120.030, ciao.
Tower 120.030, thank you very much for the service. Fraction 800 Delta, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Lufthansa 224, Berlin Tower door. X2272, cross runway 06, continue Kilo 4, hold short of Kilo.
Cross runway 06, left, continue Kilo 4, hold short, Kilo FedEx 227.
Berlin Tower, good evening. Fraction 800 Delta, apron 4, ready to taxi.
Fraction 800 Delta, Berlin Tower, Moorheim, taxi to runway 06, left via Lima 6, Delta and Lima 3.
Taxi holding point 06 left via Lima 6 Delta Lima 3, fraction 800 Delta. Okay, so he wants us at the intersection and we can accept that. Happy days. So, straight out, cross 1, second on the left.
Taxi checklist. Taxi lights.
Lufthansa 193,
On.
contact departure
Wing and Cal
120.630.
anti-ice.
Departure 120.630, schönen
Not
Abend.
required.
Brakes and steering.
6560, clear left, clear right. Mix off.
Close 224, wind 100 degrees, 6 knots, runway 06 left, clear to land.
So we will get the airplane moving. The apron is empty, so we can check the brakes as we come round. They work. Full steering's available in both directions.
Reverse thrust.
FedEx 2272, continue to stand 50 via Kilo 4, November 2.
Left, Checked and stowed. Right. Checked.
Continue to stand 50
Stowed.
Kilo 4 November 2
Clear left. Clear right. Second on the left, so we'll follow these markings. Really good effort, whoever's made this bit of the airport. And I'm getting a good solid 30 FPS, which is nice. So left on Delta, and we're looking for Lima 3.
If taxiing the DIs, pause checklist here until a paper DI's checklist is complete.
So we're not de-icing.
Flaps 20. Altimeters. Set and cross-checked. Radar weather. On. Takeoff briefing.
Takeoff briefing. There's a left-hand seat takeoff from intersection Lima 3, which this is 5, so second on the right after this. Pretty easy RNAV departure. Just follow the flight director guidance. MSA is 2,400. If we have an issue, we'll come straight back round and expect either one of these. We can do that visually.
Taxi checklist complete. Before takeoff checklist next.
So what I do have though is quite a lot of dropped frames, so don't know how the bit rate is and the quality of the stream. It's difficult to see on an iPad. It should be 1440p at least. But at least it's usable. Pushing 38, 39 FPS down here, which is nice. All the settings back up. Just got one of the reversers out to slow us down a little bit without eating the brakes up too much. I assume tyres are cheaper than brakes in this jet. So top messages, you know what? Is there just an annoying filter on here? Oh yes, there is. There's a chat filter.
06 right, clear to land, Alpine 5216.
So Lima 4, we were cleared to Lima 3. Next one. Nope, I still can't see anything in chat.
Correction, red nose 224, welcome to Berlin. Turn right, taxi flight Delta, hot shot of Victor 4.
So Lima 3's on our right.
Correction 800 Delta, wind 100 degrees, 6 knots, runway 06 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 06 left, fraction 800 Delta.
Before takeoff checklist. Passenger signs. Advised on. Anti-collision light. On. Pros. On. Windshield heat. On. Wing and cowl anti-ice.
Not required.
Continuous ignition. On. ATC TCAS. TAR. Supplemental ground wing anti-ice panel. Checked. CAS. Takeoff config OK.
Checked.
Landing pulse retop lights. On. Before takeoff checklist complete. After takeoff checklist next.
So 2470 meters from here. We don't have to follow these lead out lines.
Yes, I see that. My bad. Continue straight ahead. Lima 6, hold short of Foxtrot.
Approaching 06 left.
Contact Berlin apron 121, decimal 855. Apron 6, welcome to Berlin, taxi via Alpha, hot short of hold short, Victor 1, halb 15216. Schönen guten Abend, Lufthansa 6 for Mike with you, holding short of Bravo.
So we're 8 minutes early.
On runway 06
Correct
left.
runway.
Taxi to runway holding point 06 right via Bravo and Mike Green, Lufthansa 6 for Mike.
Difficult to get the power set, but there we are.
80 knots.
Checked.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up.
Still got the boarding lights on, which is a terrible idea. Sort that out in a moment. So, safe height accelerating, flaps up.
After takeoff checklist. Landing gear. Up. Flaps. 0. Thrust reversers. Off. Ignition. Off. Pressurization. Check.
Say again, frequency,
Fast
fraction 800
transition.
Delta. 120340, thank you for the service, fraction
Completed.
800 Delta.
N1.
Bye-bye. And I've got it on the chart as well.
APU generator. Off. APU. Shut down. Passenger signs.
216 apron 121 destination. 121.
Valid departure, good evening. Fraction 800 Delta. Passing altitude 4,500, climbing altitude 5,000, LUROS 4 Bravo.
Fraction 800 Delta, Bremen radar hello identified. Climb via SID to flight level 160.
Climb via SID, flight level 160, fraction 800 Delta. Direct LUROS, fraction 800 Delta. It's a nice, healthy shortcut. Let's get the cabin sorted out first. So we're going to leave the seatbelt signs on.
CAS.
Check to clear.
After takeoff checklist complete.
That deck angle is maybe a little bit high, but let's imagine our packs enjoy it sporty. Approaching flight level 100, so
Fraction 800 Delta, no further ATC monitor advisory 122.8, bye-bye.
122.8, thanks for the service, have a great evening, fraction 800 Delta, cheers.
Ocean 408, you're cleared for the ILS, runway 06 right, report established.
So pressurization checked, passing 10. We can go up to 290 because there's no further ATC. And now we've got a little bit more speed, the deck angles come down. Let's go flight level change 300. and seatbelts to auto. Seems pretty smooth. Wonderful.
Austrian 260, your plane radar and identified. I'd like to fly to 260, proceed direct to course.
So we're on our own. Have a look at that traffic display. Given an ATC direct. So they're actually 25 miles ahead of us, so nothing to worry about. That's a really nice shortcut. Should take us to, there it is, LUROS and then Airways. So once we get to top of climb, I'll take a quick toilet break because I think it then might get a little bit busy. It's only a 54-minute flight. We took about 19:52. Just 8 minutes early. So we've got about 8 minutes until we get to the FIR boundary, and then we're going to expect to be speaking to Prague, who do not appear to be online, so this could get a little bit tight. Passing 200, pressurization still checks, speed still good, final cruise is set, and gross error for the arrival QNH, we'll set that to 010. So was that overhead? LUROS 01. So we're 9 minutes early with that shortcut. 6,070 pounds. We've got ample fuel. Start to ease off the climb for TCAS alerts. Actually, let's zoom in just a little bit. Are we going to get to changeover altitude? No, probably not, so we'll continue cruising at 300. Right, don't need all the power, so I'm going to go to cruise now. Top of climb at 03. Did I have to stop? Oh, great, well, it's not available anyway. November. So, A6 position levels 120. 15013. 6K. Broken at 600 feet. It's got a little bit. Oh no, it's about what the forecast was. -5, dew point -7. Potential for some fog there, 1008. So we'll set that. So 555, there is a landing supplement. Don't actually know how well it's modelled in X-Plane. 1950 Zulu with a wet runway. So let's have a quick look at our arrival. What have we got below us? That traffic there is showing up on TCAS, which is good. I'm going to make a quick dash to the toilet and then we'll come back and think about the arrival and approach. Right, back in the jet. I should have walked to the toilet in sim just to make sure everyone knew where I was. So let's have a look at the arrival. Gets us to somewhere called Whiskey 440. And we've just found out let's have a look at the aerodrome first. So runway 16 is what we were just told. 2 sets of parking stands. We'll assume the ILS for 16. That would be potentially foolish, because I think our arrival gets us to Mabod. See if there's any transitions. Yes, there are transitions. So unfortunately, right, arrival instructions, let's have a look. So if the runway in use, lateral and vertical description. They're just unfortunately a little bit difficult to find. So runway 16 from Mabod is an interesting sort of snaking arrival. Put it in, but I think we will aim to be at 5,000 at some of these. And then we'll assume that we've got the ILS for 16. Still November. So ILS 16 with the approach transition, which is in the star charts, which doesn't help, but it is correct. Mabod 7 Lima. $6,000 above, 6,000 above, clear that discontinuity. All of these are 5,000 above. I think it's difficult to tell. I don't think we want to end up too high. We've got the ability to play with some of these thanks to arriving below 170. So we should be able to manage that. Then we have 676 with a speed limit of 230. Yes, all of these are above 5, so it's kind of just a messy point merge. And then minus runway 16, happy, load that up. Minutes to top descent, grand. What are we going to expect when we arrive? So we've got the ILS, the VOR nearest the field, and the potential missed approach. No, sorry, the ILS for the missed approach is 0.4. Auto-tune off that. Minimums are 797. So select 800. So we are going to be coming in cold with a lot of moisture. So let's thrust limit was wrong. So the ACS is tripped out. That's fine. Gauge that. Now, what was the key that I had set? That one. Yeah, that makes sense. So now we want to do this bit. So runway 16, yes. 150 at 13. -5. 008. Nice headwind. Long runway. It's a wet runway. Good length of fine, that's supplemental data, that's fine. I think having a cowl on, there's no difference, we've still got ample. I'm using the current weight, 33.8. So it will be 1,000 pounds lighter, but it really doesn't matter. We're not stretching for that. 125 with 783, 125 and 13 mil headwind is fine. Ample performance supplemental data is fine. Just for the wet runway. The others are not, they are definitely out of range. No, I've looked at it. So, let me set for the approach. Yes. Do we have a frequency? No. Do we have a tower frequency? We have the arrival ATIS. We've got lots of approach frequencies. We've got 2 arrival frequencies. We've got 2 tower frequencies. 2 ground frequencies. Doesn't help. 1216 we can set, so at least we've got both of the ground frequencies on COM 2 and 121775.
Thank you. Lot 220, please keep fire.
Still November? Set up VNAV. That may bring the top of descent forward a little bit. It did. The transition flight level is 120. So what are we looking for on the arrival? We're looking for 170 with a note between 5:30 and 23:30 local time. So let's set that banana at 170. Can on VNAV. And then we're good to drop. And as you can see, the arrival is a bit of a mess there. I do anticipate that we will get a shortcut. Interesting to see how shallow the descent is because we're still 130 miles out. And we should be ideally at the very top of that arrival at MIKOV. Not proceed beyond Mabod without ATC clearance. So I'm going to put that hold in, just because we might not be able to get a message in and get cleared. We can always delete it. The hold at Mabod is 163 right. Close enough. KO that. Minimum hold, yeah, no restrictions. So I think at the altitude that we're at, it'll be 1 minute leg. No, it will be quite high, so it is 1.5, isn't it? And we can delete that if needed. So only a couple of minutes to top of descent. We'll maintain 300, and then we can start slowing as we're a little bit closer. There's a note on the arrival. Plus Echo airspace up to flight level 125, so there could be VFR traffic doing whatever it likes. So they were moving pretty quick. Lateral. Oh. There's X-plane weather bouncing us around nicely. So I think we're going to get given 13444. Put that in ready. Still nothing seen in chat, so I'm not ignoring you. Or at least I'm not trying to ignore you. I just genuinely don't see anything on the iPad. Let's top a descent. VNAV path, and maintain 300.
Descent checklist. Shoulder harness.
I don't really have any, but I'm going to pretend I've put mine on.
Passenger signs.
They're currently on auto.
Pressurization.
So the field elevation, 600 feet. That's what we've roughly got set. Let's double check. Yeah, close enough.
Fuel quantity and balance.
Both even, and we have ample holding fuel. About 5,000 pounds. Took off for 7 out trip 2. Got only need 2 to go to the alternate. Over 2.2. So we have about 3,000 pounds, which should last us for about an hour. And the imbalance is only 10.
FMS landing data charts.
We have done.
Approach briefing.
So, no idea what we're going to get. It might be a little bit rushed. It's going to be round the houses if it's busy. If not, we'll get some shortcuts. We should have the ability to preset rate of descent if needed. And ILS-16, which should tune itself. If not, we've got the plates 1085. Missed approaches straight ahead. 10 DME on the Oscar Echo Zulu. Left to FMD VOR, which we have tuned. What we'll do is just swap that over and then lock and tune on the other one, and then hold at 5,000. So it's a relatively easy missed approach. The minimums are set at 800, 797 for camera.
VNAV transition flight level.
Done.
Descent checklist complete. In range checklist next.
Set these to the VOR as well, so 112.2. So that is going to get us to MIKOV. Hold up Mabod. Hopefully we'll get a contact me soon, because we're only 2 minutes out. So no speed limits on this arrival apart from obviously 10,000 foot. Oh, of course it was different. It was 118775. Green radar, good evening. Fraction 800 Delta. Information November, Challenger 650 passing, flight level 182, descending flight level 170. MIKOV, inbound MIKOV, expecting MIKOV 8 whiskey.
Fraction 800 Delta, good evening, identified, ILS approach runway 16, you cleared to Marbot, and to the holding, with traffic, delay 5 to 10 minutes, descend, level 120.
Enter the hold at Mabod, descend flight level 120, and 10 minutes of the hold. Fraction 800 Delta. I think we put that in, expecting some delays.
Turn left, direct to Nerdo. Turn left, direct to Nerdo.
So I think that hold...
Tower 36 Bravo, descend 6000, contact 1198, call and only bye-bye. 6000, thank you. Tower 36 Bravo, 1198, call and only.
Delay 140, so let's change that.
Green approach, Emirates 67 Victor Super, when you have plan level 100. Sorry. Emirates 67 Victor, good evening.
Now I think our optimum holding speed is 200 knots.
Good evening, identified, let's approach runway 16, speed 270 knots.
Spectre, let's approach runway 16 and 270 knots, Ryanair 1
Onto 36 Alpha, cleared Net 7 Lima transition, descent 6000 feet, QNH 1009. Correction 1008.
1008, sir.
Net 7 transition, descent 6000 feet, QNH 1008. Austria 36 Alpha. Austin 26 Lima, contact 1198, call and okay, bye-bye.
One 198 tuned and ready.
1198 calls and only. 1198 calls and only, Austin 26 Lima. Austin 36 Alpha, speed 250 knots. Speed 250 knots, Austrian 36 Alpha. Lufthansa 464, cleared Nerdo 7 Lima transition, speed 250.
Nerdo 7 transition and 250, Lufthansa 464.
Just visual, it's Nerdo 7 Lima.
Yes, it is busy.
Nerdo 7 Lima, Lufthansa 464.
What is that?
Identified, climb 230.
Really?
Fraction 800 Delta, descend 10,000 feet, 10,000, KNH 1008.
Send altitude 10,000 feet to 1008, fraction 80 Delta.
Austin 26 Romeo, when reaching Marbot, enter the holding, reason is traffic, delay 5 to 10 minutes. Lufthansa 464, descend 6,000 feet, KNH 1008.
6,000 feet, KNH 1008, Lufthansa 464.
Ryder 49 Charlie, descend level 120.
So 220 seems comfortable. We've got ample fuel.
Ryder 49 Charlie.
Emirates 67 Victor, descend 8,000. 8,000 feet, Emirates 67 Victor.
Yeah, radar, good evening, Aero 6363, climbing from 140.
Aeroflot 6363, hello, climb level 240.
Repeat this, Aeroflot 6363.
Aeroflot 6363, maintain level 140.
Maintain, climb level 140, Aeroflot 6363.
Final hello, Austrian 10 X-ray.
Little bit sluggish. I'm going to set 91% M1 here.
Yes, 274, descending to 50180, speed 227 knots. UPS 274, good evening, expect ILS approach 16. We'll expect ILS 16, UPS 274. Emirates 67 Victor, descend 6,000. 6,000 feet, Emirates 67 Victor. Emirates 205, do you read?
Emirates 205 with you.
Emirates 205, fly heading 350, climb level 130.
Fly heading 350, climb flight level 130, Emirates 205.
Emirates 67 Victor, contact arrival 1198, call send only, bye-bye.
1198 set on COM 1.
Thank you. Ryder 49 Charlie, start your descent now, level 120, speed 250.
Descending now 120 and speed 250, Ryder 49 Charlie, and can you please confirm for us the Nurgle 7 Lima approach?
Ryder 49 Charlie, affirm, that's correct. Break, Air France, correction, Aeroflot 6363, climb 240.
Climbing 250, Aeroflot
10 checked, cleared.
Hello, Ryder 9163, descending 180, work for November.
Somebody else is in the hold here with us.
Ryder 658 Papa, good evening, identified, climb 8,000.
You have to say the Charlie does fly over a nice hold.
Austrian 10 X-ray, descend 9,000 feet.
Descending 9,000, Austrian 10 X-ray.
Austrian 36 Alpha, speed 220.
Speed 220, Austrian 36 Alpha.
Austrian 8 Lima 4, when reaching Nerdo, enter the holding, returning traffic, delay about 10 to 15 minutes.
Now that's interesting because those look off to me. Oh, that should be interesting.
India 127, 10,000 feet.
India 127, good evening.
Being right now, 9163.
Looking forward to the update to 1.9 of Charlie just to sort out all the lighting. Also those minor little tweaks. Still flies very well. And I'm a happy chap that I can stream quite comfortably. Still CPU limited, but I'm getting 45-ish frames per second.
Altimeter setting.
Aeroflot 6363, contact 134440, bye-bye.
134440, Aeroflot 6363, bye-bye.
Lufthansa 464, speed 220.
220, Lufthansa 464.
Lufthansa, correction, Austrian 8 Lima 4, descent level 130.
Descent level 130.
UPS 274, reaching Nerdo, enter the holding, reason is traffic, delay 10 to 15 minutes.
When reaching Nerdo, hold at Nerdo, UPS 274.
Emirates 205, turn left heading 290.
Left heading 290, Emirates 20.
Emirates 205, stop your climb. Well, actually, continue climb level 240, rate 2,500 feet per minute operator.
Continue climb level 240 at 2,500 feet per minute operator, Emirates 204.
Austrian 36 Alpha, call arrival 1198, calls in only.
Altimeter setting.
Arrival 1198, calls on only. Austrian 36 Alpha.
Austrian 10 X-ray, descend 6,000.
Thanks, 6,000 Austrian.
So there's no point doing the in-range checklist till we leave the hold.
Descend 6,000, there, year 127.
Austrian 10 X-ray,
Only
arrival
about
1198,
30
calls in only.
miles away. 80 track miles with the arrival. Let's have a look. Is that really correct? That sounds a bit squiffy.
Turn left heading
So
310 for climb.
we're at Mabod,
Climb level 230.
then we've got
Left heading 310,
20, 25, 30, 45, 50, and 10, or like 60.
Fraction 800 Delta, cancel the holding, Mabon 7 Lima transition, speed 220.
Speed 220, cancel the hold, and 7 Lima transition.
Altimeter setting.
Fraction 800 Delta.
Okay, India 127, contact arrival 1198, calls in only, bye-bye.
0.9.8, calls in only here, India 127, I'm not hearing.
Right, 400 Charlie, 6,000 feet, QNH 1008, speed 220.
We've got a 7 Lima transition, we weren't clear for descent.
6,000 feet on the QNH 1008 and speed 220, Ryanair 400 Charlie.
Ryanair 9163, just for my confirmation, enter the Mabot holding.
Enter Mabot holding, Ryanair 9163.
In-range checklist. APU.
Musketeer 8
Start.
Bravo Bravo, unidentified, let's
Altimeters.
approach runway 16.
Reset, thrust check.
Nair to holding,
Avionics.
traffic, descent level 170.
After entering the order, Nair to descent level 170.
Checked, set correct.
External lights. On. N1 target.
I have just 3 tons of
Set.
Yeah, roger. You can expect 1, maybe 2 holdings. Is it fine for you? Yeah, that's fine, thanks. Lufthansa 464, contact arrival 1198, calls in only, bye-bye.
198.8, confirm Lufthansa 464, bye-bye.
Singapore 8630. Singapore 6, refuse 1000 feet. Thank you, Singapore 86, descent 7,000 feet. Descent 7,000, Singapore 86.
Altimeter setting.
Fraction 800 Delta, descent 8,000.
Send altitude 8,000 feet, fraction 800 Delta.
Austrian 4, correction 8, Lima 4.
We'll aim for 1,000 feet a minute.
120. Descent level 120. Ryanair 419 Charlie, right heading 200.
Right heading 200, Ryanair 49 Charlie.
Ryanair 419 Charlie, please check the charts. NATO 7 Lima is not NATO 10671. Emirates 205, Unicom, bye-bye.
Unicom, Emirates 205.
Ryanair 658 Papa, right turn to Latva.
Right to Latva, Ryanair 658 Papa.
UPS 2740, set level 130.
So on our right you can just see somebody
130, UPS
going past. I don't think we're going to get a shortcut, so there's no real rush to get down. It's giving us a speed.
Singapore 8.
Clear to 8.
Ryanair 49 Charlie, do you want us to pick the correct approach from Whiskey 681 we are able?
If you could do that, would be appreciated.
Yeah, sure, we'll do that. 49 Charlie, apologies.
Thank you. Singapore 860 and 6,000.
APU PAX transition.
Ryanair 658 Papa Unicom, bye-bye.
Unicom Charles 658.
Well, I'm not seeing the overcast that is
Avail completed. APU generator.
forecast.
Carrying through 6400 for 5000.
Checked clear.
In range checklist complete. Before landing checklist next. Before landing checklist. Landing gear lever.
So, out capture at 8,000 feet.
Oscar, Echo November, climb level 240, good rate of climb. 240, Papa Echo November. Austrian 8, Lima 4, next time Nerdo, cancel the holding, join Nerdo 7, Lima transition.
Join Nerdo 7, Lima transition.
So max 230, but we've already been given a speed, so...
Oscar Echo November, rate of climb 2,500 feet per minute or greater. 2,500 feet per minute or greater, Papa Echo November.
Vienna arrival, hello, Austrian 102, flight level 100.
Austrian 102, hello.
Oh, do we now have some cloud? A little bit odd.
Passing flight level 210. Fraction 800 Delta, descend 7000.
Send 7,000, fraction 800 Delta.
Ryder 49 Charlie, contact arrival 1198, calls and only.
1198, also only, 49 Charlie.
Austrian 771, hello, identified, expect LS16.
Nothing's changed, so 1012, fine, it's close enough. Still broken.
8 Bravo, descend 140.
008.
140, Bravo.
So I just put the cowl anti-ice there because I can't see if we're in cloud or not. Don't know if X-Plane weather's been janking about a bit. As you can see, I'm in no real rush to get down. We're going to fly this whole arrival, so we're at 680, we've got another 15, 20, 25, loads of miles.
Normal rate of climb.
Probably 40 miles.
Normal rate of climb, Papa Echo November.
I don't think we're going to get broken off.
Oscar Echo November, direct to Lanux. Direct Lanux, Oscar Echo November.
I have to say these guys do a really good job.
Cancel the holding, join Mapot 7, Lima transition. Austrian 771, when reaching Nerdo, enter the holding, reason is traffic, delay 10 to 15 minutes.
At Nerdo, enter holding Austrian 771.
Austrian 8, Lima 4, descend 6,000 feet, QNH 1008.
Descend 6,000 QNH 1001 von correction 1008.
Fraction 800 Delta, contact arrival 1198, call sign only, bye bye.
Arrival 1198, call sign only, great job, fraction 800 Delta, bye.
Ryder 400 Charlie, speed 200. Speed 200, Ryder 400 Charlie.
Arrival fraction 800 Delta.
Fraction 800 Delta, hello, descend 5,000 feet.
Send altitude 5,000 feet, fraction 800 Delta. So, I think we are 194 next.
Ryder 130, LS16, Ryder 400 Charlie.
Yeah, there's no rush. 500 feet a minute looks like it's going to be fine. I don't think... Are we going to get broken off? We can do a dirty dive if we need to. But it looks like there's traffic ahead drifting off. Or is that a departure?
Charlie, when established, speed 180 knots. When established on the mountain, there's a 180. Ryder 400 Charlie.
To the soup.
Okay, 127, speed 160 knots, maintain up to 4 miles final.
Let's solve that problem, shall we?
Lufthansa 464, speed 180 knots. 180 knots, Lufthansa 464. Singapore 86, speed 200.
Speed 200, Singapore 86.
Tell me what you think as well. Is it better to have the PFD and the MFD on screen or not?
Thank you. Lufthansa 464, speed 160 knots, maintain to 4 miles. 160 knots, maintain to 4, Lufthansa 464.
I don't think we're going to get the shortcut. So at the moment, this is a good rate of descent. Could actually bring it back a little bit.
Singapore 86, speed 180 knots, and cleared LS16.
5,000 checked, cleared.
Singapore 86, speed 180 knots, cleared LS16.
There's one out there. And another one behind. Had no readback.
Sorry, speed 180 knots and clear runway 16, Singapore 86.
Lufthansa 464, contact tower 123.8. 123.8, Lufthansa 464, choose. Arrival, hello, Austrian 102. Austrian 102, hello. Fraction 800 Delta, turn left heading 250.
Left heading 250, fraction 800 Delta.
Austrian 102, descend 5,000 feet. Descend 5,000 feet, Austrian 102.
Little bit of a shortcut.
Singapore 86,
672.
160 knots.
160 knots, Singapore 86.
Fraction 800 Delta, speed 180 knots.
Speed 180 knots, fraction 800 Delta.
ANR 127, contact tower 123.8. 123.8, ANR 127. Ryanair 49 Charlie, speed 160 knots, maintain until 4 miles final. 160 knots until 4 miles final, 49 Charlie. Fraction 800 Delta, turn left heading 190, cleared LS16.
Left heading 190, cleared ILS runway 16, fraction 800 Delta.
Good night. Fin approach, Austrian 8
Austrian 8 Wien arrival, civils, descend 5,000 feet.
Descent 5,000.
There's the speed. Seatbelts. Look. Looks like a relatively good heading. Did manage to keep a continuous descent. And cleared for the approach. I'm going to arm the approach. We are localizer capturing first. Ghost pointers moving.
Austrian 102, speed 200.
Alive. Captured.
Austrian 102, speed 200. Austrian 8 Lima 4, speed 200.
Speed 200.
Ryanair 49 Charlie, contact tower 123.8. 123.8, Ryanair 49 Charlie, bye-bye.
That's not what I was expecting.
Austrian 102, turn left heading 250. Left 250, Austrian 102.
So 20 DME, long way out. Really dragging it in.
Crossing 102, further left heading 180, cleared LS16. Left heading 180, cleared LS16. Crossing 102.
So 1085, tuned, set, course is 159, set 5000, the intercept is at 13.8 DME, so another 5 miles to go. Minimums 797-800 set. Missed is straight ahead to 10 DME, then turn left to the FMD VOR. Climb to 5000. 5000 is set. Glide slope is armed. And we've got a check at 4 DME, 1890. Easy until somebody gets in the way or ample VATSIM chaos to go wrong. It is almost straight down the run, slight crosswind from the left, nothing to worry about.
Crosswind 80 Lima 4, turn right heading 130, clear LS16.
Right heading 30, clear LS16.
Singapore 86, contact tower.
Glide slips are left.
238.
238. So 1 dot. We've got flap. Out there to our left, a little bit of traffic, just zipping along. Just about see it going over that built-up area there.
Alpha 26 Romeo, Servus, send 5,000 feet. Send 5,000 feet out to 26 Romeo. Fraction 800 Delta, 60 knots, performance final.
Blocked. Glide slope capture.
00 Delta, speed 160 knots, maintain until 4 miles final.
160 until 4, fraction 800 Delta.
Austrian 102, speed 180 knots. 180 knots, Austrian 102.
A little bit far out to be using the gear. We may get the gear horn. I'm not quite sure when it triggers. I'll be honest.
UPS 274. UPS 274.
But we'll aim for gear down at 5 miles and 160 until 4. Then we'll slow to final approach.
Confirm you're cleared for the LS, so descent with the glide.
Got 5 mile space.
Fraction 800 Delta, contact tower 123.8.
Tower 1238, thanks very much for the service. Fraction 800 Delta, bye.
On the way, bye-bye. Lufthansa 464, continue on Echo, ground 116. Continue on Echo, ground 116, Lufthansa 464, choose. Gary 184, disregard, Ryanair 49 Charlie, 150 degrees, 1 knots, 16, clear to land. Clear to land, 16, Ryanair 49 Charlie. Gary 184, wind radar, 125, 175.
125, 175, Qatari 184 Heavy, thank you for the very DDC.
127, continue on Echo, hold Echo 4. Echo, hold Echo 4, Air India 127 Heavy.
Tower, good evening. Fraction 800 Delta, established ILS 168.8 miles.
Fraction 800 Delta, Winter Servus, vacate Bravo 8 or later.
Bravo 8 or later, fraction 800 Delta.
Austrian 7 Lima Tango, 150 degrees, 1 knots, 11 clear takeoff. Runway 1 clear for takeoff, Austrian 7 Lima
Bravo 8 is a long way down.
57 Yankee Juliet, line up 11.
So we may not even need any braking. It's past the approach lights and then on the right. In the soup, 160 until 4, we are maintaining 5 mile gear down. Where we catching up with this guy ahead.
Charlie, Radeon Delta, hold Delta 4.
Just about visual with the runway lights.
Scandinavian 86, 150 degrees, 1 knots, 16 clear to land, Bravo 8 or later.
So it's a little bit early for the gear, just to let FO Toto do the checks.
Singaporean 86,
down,
Bravo 8 or later, 150 degrees, 1 knots, 16 clear to land.
Center clear. Anti-skid.
Austin 7 Lima Tango, radar 134675.
Passenger signs.
134675,
Wing cowl anti-ice.
Cowl for the moment.
Continuous ignition.
Right now, 57 Yankee, 2 hills, 150 degrees, 1 knots, 11, clear takeoff.
Spoilers.
Looks like the 1-1 right now, 57 Yankee, 2
auto. Flaps.
Austin 102, Winter, Servus, Bravo 8 or later.
Bravo 8 or later, Austin 102.
Travelling.
Set. CAS.
Checked.
Before landing checklist complete. After landing checklist next.
So, still not cleared to land?
Approaching 1-6.
Fraction 800 Delta is 1.5 mile final 16.
Fraction 800 Delta, yeah. Traffic is about to vacate, 150 degrees, 1 knots, 16 clear to land, Bravo 8 or later.
Clear to land, aiming for Bravo 8 or later, thanks. Fraction 800 Delta. Couldn't quite see that traffic up there.
Correction, Singapore 86, Echo,
Continue.
hold Echo 4.
Singapore 86, Echo 4.
100.
A little bit low, dragging it in.
1347, 150 degrees, 1 knots, 11 clear takeoff.
20.
So he said 8 or later. Can't actually quite see where that is. I think it's the second one after this.
From Twin Tower, Oscar 8 for 7 miles, final LS16.
This is 8.
Lima 4 Winter, Servus, Bravo 8 or later.
Tower Servus, Finnair 65, Mike, on Mike.
Servus. Austin 102, 140 degrees, 1 knots, 16 clear to land.
16 clear to land, Austrian 102.
Tower EDF
1347, radar 134675.
134675, 7, thank you, ciao.
Fraction 800 Delta, vacated Bravo 8.
16. Air India 127, continue Delta, ground 1216.
Continue Delta 121.6, Air India 127 heavy.
49 Charlie, continue on Delta, ground 1216.
Delta 1216, Ryanair 49 Charlie, go ahead.
17, apologies on echo.
I just about to ask you, continue on echo, India 127.
Singaporean 86, continue on echo, ground 1216.
Continue on echo, 121.6, thanks for the ATC, goodbye.
Fraction 800 Delta, vacated Bravo 8.
800 Delta, right on Delta, ground 1216.
Right on Delta, 1216, thanks for the service, great job. Fraction 800 Delta.
Thanks. 127, good evening. Gate Delta 23 via Echo.
After landing
Mike,
checklist.
give way to the Ryanair on
Landing
your right
pulse
side.
recog lights. Off. Anti-collision lights.
Delta
Off.
23,
Continuous ignition.
Mike, giving way to
Off.
the
Windshield heat.
right.
Off.
India 127.
Probes. Off. Wing anti-ice.
Ground, good
Off.
evening. Fraction
Cow
800
anti-ice.
Delta, vacated Bravo 8, taxiing Delta.
Fraction
Spoilers.
800 Delta, good evening. Taxi
Stow.
to the GAC via
Flaps.
Delta and Mike.
0. ATC TCAS.
Taxi General Aviation
All
via
time.
Delta and Mike,
Radar
fraction
mode.
800 Delta.
Standby. After landing checklist complete. Engine shutdown checklist next.
So, where are we going? General Aviation. No idea, he said. Alpha, Mike. Right, it's right down the very far end of the airport, so we'll just parallel the other runway. So we cross the runway and then Mike is the first left. So we'll get to Bravo 5 and hang a left. Where we're going so fast.
Skyflyer 4 Whiskey Juliet, roger, taxi is holding point runway 11 via Mike.
So crossing the runway, it should be next left.
Fraction 800 Delta, give way to the Air India 777 11.
Holding. Fraction 800 Delta. Left on Mike. We have given way to that triple on the left. I definitely couldn't make out who it was.
Skyflyer 4 Whiskey Juliet, contact tower 119.4, bye-bye.
Looks like he's going to take his sweet time.
Hot start flight support. Jenny speaking. How can we help?
Let's have a van when we get there, please, Jenny.
Understood. We'll have that ready for you. Anything else?
Passing traffic.
Always a pleasure. Take care.
So we're on Mike and we're going all the way down to the end of Pamperol, Quebec to General Aviation. So what's interesting with the X-plane lighting is you see, I shouldn't be able to see red and green nav lights from the back, but the way the flares seem to work, especially on the CSLs, the models for X-Pilot, is that you can see them, which is a pain. It just saps the realism a little.
Ground hello, Austrian 102 on Delta.
Austrian 102, good evening. Taxi to gate Foxtrot 04 via Delta and Blue Line.
Foxtrot 04 via
Get the
Delta.
reverse around to slow down. Don't know where this guy's going. Clearly further down. We're going right to the end. Some cranes over there. Now, is that? Don't know. the apron lighting with obstruction lights adds a significant amount of immersion. Lots more red lights around an airport. The flashing lights on the cranes look a bit naff, to be honest. But this looks like a pretty good version. Nice with some real traffic. The stop bar on our left, what is it? Yes, take the hint.
Austrian 8 Lima 4, good evening.
Alpha 6.
Taxi via Echo and Blue Line to Gate Fox.
No, just a closed old taxiway by the looks of things.
Taxi via
Well, it looks like Air India.
Foxtrot 36.
Can't say fairer than that.
Austrian 8 Lima 4, please expedite.
Austrian 8 Lima 4 up to me.
Austrian 8 Lima 4, expedite me and hurry up.
Roger.
I mean, fair enough. Doing it in a second language, better than me. I can barely do it in my first language. This is a wonderfully boring taxi. Well, no, it's not. I mean, the scenery's pretty good. There's loads of aeroplanes. The lighting on the aircraft models is just a bit meh. Elsewhere it's pretty good. Those flares just look a little bit unrealistic.
Good evening, taxi to stand Bravo 68 via Echo and Mike.
So where are we? Alpha 7 and 8.
Yeah, Echo and Mike.
Only halfway down this runway. There's two very long runways here, both 11,000 foot long.
55 Alpha Tower 119.4, bye bye.
Clearly built to metric standards, 3,500 meters and 3,600 meters. And you see just having one of the reversers out keeps the speed down nicely, especially on a long taxi. Still nothing in chat, so apologies if you have said anything. I've said it to show everyone, but nothing's happening. There's a click in the background.
Austrian 26 Romeo Servus, taxi gate Foxtrot 08 via Delta and Blue Line.
Stow the reverser now. Didn't quite catch that sign as it went past. Guys sat on the runway, been waiting for a while. And look how quickly we speed up. So it doesn't matter even if I get all the way to the end. General aviation is down there.
Austrian 643, it's a taxi out position, no pushback required, startup is approved.
Looks like there's loads of stands down here. You can turn in at Papa. Papa. ALN. So, no real idea where I'm going to park. Because of course don't have a marshaller. 36 meters, yes, we're within that. I think the chally is 20 meters. Write that down and know it. The irritating wiggle. Why wouldn't you just build this in a straight line? So I think we'll take one of these ones down here, just so we can drive in, drive out.
I think I passed Foxtrot 36.
Max span 24. Alright, maybe... yeah, we'll be fine.
Austrian 8 Lima 4.
Let's double check.
Left, Foxtrot 36, exit 90 degrees.
Those lights are bright, eh?
Austrian 5 to 8 on Delta.
Austrian 5 to 8, Servus, taxi gate Foxtrot 09 via Delta, Lima and taxi lane 37.
Delta, Lima, taxi lane 37, Fox 09, Austrian 5 to 8.
How about stand 51? Or is that a bit close? Well, I guess we'll find out. There, that fits nicely, and that's actually not a bad bit of taxiing. Of course, I do have to cheat a little because we don't have anyone to tell us where to stop. There we are on blocks at 2114.
Engine shutdown checklist. Taxi lights. Off. Parking brake. Set. Reverse thrust. Stowed. Generators 1 and 2. Off. Engine 2 shut down.
Austrian 26 Romeo. Use the blue line to Foxtrot 08.
System.
Looking for right low. Which we have.
Engine 1 shut down. Check ITT below 350 degrees Celsius.
Checked.
Anti-ice. Off. 14th stage.
Ground UPS 2
Beacon.
4, they want us to swing over
Off.
around
No steer.
Lima via exit
Off. ATC TCAS.
Bravo 68. UPS 274 FMU, so exit 12. We'll use exit 12, thank you, UPS 274.
Standby 0. Parking brake if chopped.
Wait for the thumbs up for the chocks.
Austin 101, good evening, startup was approved.
Passenger signs.
Startup approved, Austin 101.
Off. Cabin differential. 0 PSI. Engine shutdown checklist complete. Securing checklist next.
Austrian 8 Lima 4, say again.
Austrian 8 Lima 4, PPR.
Austrian 8 Lima 4, sorry, can you repeat again?
Thank you, Captain. Always such a pleasure flying with you.
Thanks for the service.
Alright, thanks for flying. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.
You also. Bye.
Hello, Musketeer 8 Bravo Echo.
Musketeer 8 Bravo, good evening. Gate Charlie 39 by Echo and Mike.
So the lighting's still a bit jank.
Charlie 39 by Echo and Mike.
Securing checklist. Emergency lights. AC-DC utility switch. Headsets. Thrust reversers.
Off.
Chocks.
In.
Parking.
Austrian
Off.
643, taxi holding point runway 11 via Mike.
Let's...
Taxi holding point runway 11 by Mike.
Done that as we did that. Let's go put the pin in the door. Actually, let's go do these first. In the dark.
Hello, Ryder 9163 on Echo.
Ryder 9163, hello, Charlie 42 via Echo and Mike.
Echo Mike 2 holding correction 2 stand, Charlie 42, Ryder 9163.
No shadow cast by the airplane, even though shadows are set to the highest setting. Of course this is in shadow, but no shadow cast, which Yeah, get it. Performance impact, but it would definitely add some immersion. It looks very odd.
70 Charlie, welcome to Vienna. Taxi to gate Foxtrot 26 via Delta and Blue Line. Austrian 70 Charlie via Delta and Blue Line.
Nose door. Nose door.
So where we at? Hydraulic pumps can go off.
Nav lights, logo light.
Nav lights can stay on.
APU generator.
So we'll turn those off in a minute. 1952 it was.
Musketeer 8 Bravo Bravo, unfortunately Charlie 39 is now occupied. Use Charlie 36.
926 Musketeer Cargo 8 Bravo Bravo.
Say again please.
101 request taxi able Alpha 10.
Stand by, first Musketeer 8 Bravo Bravo, say again please.
Roger, Charlie 36.
Thank you. Austrian 643, Tower 119.4, bye-bye.
Tower 119.4, 643, bye, thank you.
Action 800 Delta shutting down, thanks for the service, bye-bye.
Thanks for flying, bye-bye.
Nice. So, that's about 3 minutes.
And Austrian 101, ready for taxi able Alpha.
So we've got £3,800 left. Wait till the APU gauge goes. I think real operators leave it a little bit longer for things to settle down. Don't need to. And then I'll call the stream the end. I topped up the oil last night, so it won't need doing this evening, although you would check. Nice new engines that behave well, though I'm sure I read that Toto adds a little bit of variety between the two, although nothing excessive. Such is the accuracy of this simulated jet. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot less stressful having a frame rate that played. So hopefully now going forwards we're going to be in a good position, and I'll be streaming more frequently, more often, and hopefully it'll be, I mean it's pretty atmospheric at night, but it's also nice to see it during the day, so as the days get lighter I don't have any ortho, that's something I haven't put back on. But I'm just happy with the performance, a bit smoother, a bit better. And I'm sure I'm going to see you guys again soon. So, there's the view. Pretty good rendition of this airport, actually. Somebody's put quite a lot of effort into this. Well done, whoever you are. Here we are, looking outside at the jet, in the shadows. There it is, parked up. Nice and bright in the floodlights, dark on the other side. Engines windmilling. I'm going to call it a night there. So, thanks very much for watching. Oh, just got run over and a ground route that goes right through the stand. Maybe I'll take it back about the ground route, about the quality of the airport. There's the jet on the stand. Thanks very much for watching. If you did say anything in chat, I am sorry. But I genuinely can't see anything. So, thanks very much for the support. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.